Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are out in the woods because we are gonna test out a few different outdoor sharpening stones. I got here the Fallkniven DC4, which can be had for around 20 to 25 euros. Then I got a Lansky 280 grit stone. I bought standalone. You can get them either in the kit or standalone. They cost around 12 euros per piece. And as a super cheap option, I got my TEMU diamond sharpening plate. I actually saw that you can get those off Amazon now for about 14 euros for a 4-pack with different grits. I think that's a much better option than buying them off TEMU or Wish or whatever, because you can actually be sure that you get at least something and it's not just gonna disappear. Let's start with the test. As a victim, I brought my Mora bushcraft knife, which I think is a class of knife that most people are gonna have when they're out in the woods. I will completely dull it on the rock and then resharpen it with every one of those sharpening stones and rate them by the peak sharpness they will produce, by the ease of use, how easy can you use it without the tabletop just on your lap, and how fast they're gonna produce the edge. I think that's a pretty good summary of what these outdoor stones should be able to do. And then I think we can just hop right in and start off with the Fallkniven stone. So let's start with the test. I completely dulled it on a tin can. You can see there's basically just rips the paper. I dulled off this part and I will only resharpen the straight part because it's just gonna be faster. So let's start off with the diamond side. This is the rough side, and then we can even polish it right here. So let's start right off. So already I can tell it's going pretty well. It is pretty stable. I think if I can... I have to hold it with my other hand because otherwise it's gonna slip, but it's not too bad. I think we can continue with the other side. So I can already feel a burr on the other side. And now I will polish it with the finer side. Oh, that edge feels actually very nice. There's basically no burr left. I'm just gonna run it over like this to clean the burr off. And then let's test it for sharpness, but I think this went very, very well. This stone is really nice. You can see it cuts very, very clean. Basically the only part it just catches right here, because apparently I missed a little spot. But the Fallkniven stone, already very nice. This is a carbon steel knife, so they are already easier to sharpen, but it just the diamond side, it just rips through and you can polish it very nicely on the fine side. Actually, let me show you. Quality of the edge is pretty good. So now let's go ahead with the Lansky stone. You can see I already again dulled my knife on my tin can. There's no real cutting happening, it just rips. Deal with that later. And then continue with the Lansky stone. So with this one, it's gonna be different. I won't lay down my stone and run my knife over it. I will do it backwards, but I think it should work quite well. Just right off the bat, stability is very good. I can keep the knife on my leg like this and then basically just use it as a file. One benefit with the Lansky stone I can already see is I can see what I'm sharpening, because I'm sharpening the side that's facing towards me. I think that could make it a bit easier for a beginner. So now I think we're done with the Lansky stone. Sharpness wise, it's very easy to use, or like for sharpening it's very easy to use. Just gonna break off the burr right here. It was definitely slower. It just doesn't have the diamond side that just tears through this carbon steel. But let's see how the sharpness is. Okay. This is quite nice right here on the back. But it is definitely lacking. I think I'm still missing some spots. That's just a disadvantage of these type of stones that are very narrow. It is easy to just miss a spot, and it definitely is slower. But I think if you gave it another 5 minutes, then it would definitely bring your knife back to life. Now onto the last stone, the TEMU one. Again, just to show you, knife is already dull again. There's no cutting happening right here. So now that it's a stone, I actually kept this one in its little plastic bag that it came in because it has quite sharp edges. It is a lot rougher than the other stones, so this is gonna tear up your backpack in the long run. You definitely want something to package this one, otherwise, yeah, it's just gonna destroy your gear. But it is quite flat to pack, and it has a very large surface. So let's see how this one does. So right off the bat, it is a bit harder to handle than the Fallkniven stone. I think because it is that long, because I can't support a sharpening stone this long on my knee properly, but it still works. So, and just like this, we are already done. It's a very rough stone and it already made a burr all the way. So let's try to break it off and see. It is definitely the fastest one, also because it doesn't have a fine side to polish as the Fallkniven, but let's see how this will affect the edge in the end. Yeah, okay, that's pretty nice result. Okay, it's not catching right here. I think I maybe missed a spot right in the back, but as you can see the cuts, when it cuts, it is very nice. My paper got a bit damp right here because it just rained, so that's maybe affecting it, but I'm actually very happy with the TEMU stone as just a utility outer sharpening stone. So I think I will pack all this thing up and then we'll see each other again for the conclusion. So here we are at the conclusion, and I think we can declare the winner to be the TEMU stone. It worked very well. It's the cheapest one of all of them, and it was the fastest also. And I think to have a stone where you can recover your knife back to working state in under a minute basically that's very nice to have. If you're hunting, for example, you hunt deer, you break open a deer and it's just completely dulled from all the bone contact. Yeah, you can just recover it in under a minute and get back to work. That's a very nice thing. The other stones, the Lansky stone, I think was okay if you already have a Lansky kit and you don't want to spend any additional money. You can just bring the coarser one instead, the red one, because it is quite a bit faster. But yeah, it's just a lot slower than the diamond sharpening stones. And if you have a stainless steel knife or a powdered metal steel knife, then you definitely want to have a diamond stone, because then it's gonna take forever, and usually outdoors you don't want to spend that much time sharpening. The Fallkniven stone was also very nice. It is obviously the most expensive version, but if you care about the looks of your knife at all, then I think it is worth to spend the extra money over the TEMU stone, because it also was very, very fast because of the diamond side. If you don't need it to be nicely polished, just skip the finer side. But if you have the time and you don't want to scratch your knife to hell, then the Fallkniven is definitely a great option. Comes with a nice leather carrying case. Yeah, if you just care about knives, then usually you want to spend a bit more, but this is definitely a great option as well. So that was it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found the video interesting and learned something. If you did, then consider subscribing and giving the video a like, and then we'll see each other on the next one. Bye bye.